The first thing is that there are a lot of photos. Photos of people, photos of location that are around the web. The most important thing is to understand that somebody has made these photos, a photographer, be it private or professional. And if you want to use these photos, you have to ask for the permission to use these photos. You have to license them. And if there are people on these photos, you also probably have to ask the people on the photos if they agree with the use of said photos. This way, you will never ever have the problem that you kind of make a very good marketing campaign, for example, and then somebody comes to you and tells you, you are using my photo in an illegal way, in a wrong way, and I want you to delete it and to destroy everything you have done so far, be it videos, flyers, or anything else. If you work with a company, be it a big company or a small company, you give them a pitch, you give them information, you give them a concept. And maybe you don't want the company, either the big one or the small one, to use your concepts, to use your content, because you have the copyright on this content. So make sure that both of you, both parties, sign an NDA, that they have to keep these things secret until you have developed the marketing campaign, for example, or you have written and signed a contract. If you work with a group of people, if you're a team of creatives, then you have to make sure who owns what. This is not only for things like pens or computers or laptops or mobile phones, but also for the rights, for the intellectual property rights. So you have to make sure who can be the owner of the copyright and who can use the copyright, who can use the derivative rights out of the copyright. Therefore, make an agreement, draft a contract, and make sure that everybody knows what he or she is allowed to do. Because maybe it is possible that someday the honeymoon phase will be over and then maybe there's an argument. And this argument will go way smoother, even a departure of dissolution of the team, when you have agreed upon who owns what. Maybe somebody is even allowed then to sell his or her share to a company, and there won't be much of an argument. When you have employees, they also have rights. It is possible that an employee makes a very good decision, creates a content you want to use in your next big marketing campaign. And therefore, you have to know that also employers have rights. Okay, they have a working contract with you, but even aside from this working contract, they have certain rights, and maybe you have to name them as the inventors, you have to name them on the side of the copyright, maybe you have to agree or draft an agreement with them to be sure what can be done with that content. Only because you have a working agreement with them does not mean that you can use everything they produce during working hours or maybe even in their free time. Think you have a concept, you have something, you have developed a logo or something else, and you think about, well, should I get a trademark or shouldn't I get a trademark? When in doubt, just try to get the trademark, because aside from the copyright law, there is also the trademark law. Copyright law and trademark law are two certain areas of the law, and you have rights out of the copyright law and rights out of the trademark law. So therefore, it can be very important to actually kind of defend your rights, that you not only use the copyright law, but only to use the rights provided by the trademark law. But instead of simply doing nothing, of simply kind of owning the copyright, you have to do something to actually get the trademark. You have to provide certain informations to the trademark office to actually get the trademark.